How's it going, fellas? Welcome back to another video. You know, once again, thank you guys so much for the 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate that. So today's gonna be a little different. I'm actually bringing out some friends that I used to hang out with back in the car scene days, and they got into mountain biking, and they've been doing some mountain biking at like Hodges and Daly, and I think this is gonna be their first real like challenging trail. And I want to go ahead and make a video and show you guys what I do when I bring new people out here, or newer people. I don't consider them like beginners since they've been riding consistently like a Hodges. So before I brought him out here, I went ahead and asked them like what they've been doing, like so that way I can kind of gauge their skill level. Luckily Greer has a lot of beelines that are really easy to roll through, and I feel comfortable enough to where I can bring them out here and, you know, feel confident that they can do the beelines pretty good. There's two things I'm hoping to achieve today, and that's one, you know, showing them how to respect and like follow some of the unspoken rules of like trail riding / etiquette, I guess you can say. Second one will be to keep him safe. All right, fellas, we're out here with Valentine and MTB Dave. It's their first time out here in Greer, so I feel like I'm responsible for them as far as their safety and their trail etiquette goes. So I'm gonna try to tell them how we do it out here. So one thing you want to do, Wayne, in trails like this, try to stay in the middle as much as you can. The reason you want to stay in the middle is for the snakes. Like, they usually hang out like on the side of the trail. There's always going to be a trail system like this, like, you know, like a little trail. But there's also going to be like trail shortcuts that people take. Like, for example, aquí, you don't want to keep cutting trails, you know, so you want to stick to the main trail. Like, it's not worth saving that 1 or 2 seconds cutting to trails, dude. So good shit. Well, you guys made a good time for the first time. That was good. Way. Good shit, homie. A couple trail etiquettes, way, so you guys know. If you see a hiker, way, no matter if you're climbing or going down, they usually, well, they have the right of way, right? Most hikers are chill, way. They see you coming, they get out of the way. As far as climbing goes, say you're climbing up and someone's going downhill, I've heard that you're supposed to give the rider that's going up the right of way, but I like the opposite way because it's harder for a person to stop, you know, going down than for a person climbing up just going to the side. There's gonna be sections that you're not gonna feel comfortable. So if you stop, try to get out of the way of the trail as soon as you can, you know? So that way, like, no one comes and plows through you, you know, you don't hurt yourself, you don't hurt them. If someone comes behind you, like, it feels crazy because they're kind of like pressuring you. But if you want to move out of the way cuando, like, you can, you know? Don't move out of the way, like, right away. Like, kind of like when you go to Palomar Mountain, there's like turnoffs, you know? So that way, it's like, it's safe for you to get out of the way. And you don't want to get off like on bushy areas because you don't know if there's a snake there or not, you know what I mean? So let him pass when you can, you know? I'll go in front of you. Esta primera vez, I'll show you all the beelines. You know, I'll go through the beelines so that way you can visually see everything that we're passing by later. So all the beelines are pretty much easy to do, and rollables. I already saw what you guys can do. You guys should be able to handle all the beelines. If at any point I feel like you guys need to stop, I'll be like, hey, slow down or whatever, you know, and stop and pull over as soon as you can. Don't stop in the middle of the trail. Whatever you do, don't stop in the middle of the trail. I'll go in front of you, and then I'm gonna yell out everything that comes up, you know, drop, berm, it's kind of steep, loose, whatever, you know, so that way you're prepared for it. You're probably gonna be behind me, Val, right? When I say something like that, try to pass it on, you know? Yeah. And if we pass a hiker, I'm in front of you, I'll be like, oh, thank you, you know, 2 behind me. And then you pass, it'll be like, oh, 1 behind me. So that way they know, you know, they don't wait forever, or they think that I'm the only one there and they get hit. Try to keep your skidding to the minimum, so we try to preserve it as much as we can. Yeah, so like, say like right now, it's just us, so it's not a big deal, but say you're with a group, you know, and then you see someone else waiting, yeah. Always ask them, you know, if they were there before you, are you guys gonna go or can we go? And then you know your skill level, and if you feel like you're gonna slow someone down, like, don't be shy to be like, hey man, just to let you know, I'm gonna kind of take my time on this, so give me a couple minutes, you know, head start, so that way you don't get slowed down or anything like that. Gonna get chunky. Stay to your right. So if you're leading people down, I don't know if you guys heard me, but you want to yell out what features are coming up to them, you know, kind of go at their pace, you know, like let them know when the drop's coming up, when chunky sections coming up, or if the trail starts getting loose, you know, just to have them ready, not be caught by surprise, because you want them to enjoy their first ride down. That will give them a lot of confidence, and on top of that, they're gonna have tons of fun. So if the first ride is really legit, no matter what happens after this, they're gonna have a blast. Nice, Val, nice. Eso. All right, there's gonna be little jumps coming up, but you can roll them though. I'll give you a chunky section, okay? Chunky. Right on the left, stay on the left. Another chunky section coming up. Take your time on this one. Down the middle. Stay on the left.
Stay on the left.
Down the middle.
Down the middle.
Good job, dude. Man, that's fucking sick.
This is the middle, right?
Yeah, this is the middle. Good job, Way.
Ow, fuck. Hold on.
Shoot, that was good, Way. That was fucking.
Got down that one. I was like, yeah, I'm not going.
Nah, it's sketchy, Way. And before I forget, I just want to let you guys know that I chose Greer. It is a weekend, but I asked the guys to come as early as possible. We showed up at 6 a.m. We're riding by 6:05, and the reason why I wanted to come so early is because, one, there's less people here, and hopefully they don't get intimidated by faster riders coming up behind them. Right now, we just did half an overdrive. Absolutely nobody behind us, and I feel like that gives them the chance to kind of like enjoy the ride more, and also they can stay out of the way from the faster, more professional level riders. I recommend doing an early ride or an evening ride, you know, when things are slowing down on the trail system, for those reasons. And also because right now we're in the summer and it can get pretty hot. So at 6 a.m. you're still pretty fresh. By the time you climb up, the sun comes out right at the top. Instead of climbing up while the sun's out here in Marietta, it could be up to like 80, 85, depending on the time of day. But yeah, you tend to not hurt as much climbing up when it's cooler weather. Eso, calmadito. That's a roller, remember? Just roll through it, wait, roll through it. Shoo! Eso! You stay on your left. Shoo!
Nope.
You had it. You had it, Way. You need help? There you go. You had it, Way. You already over like that. That was the hardest part. Way. Your front wheel was right here. That was the hardest part. After that, it just been rolled. You had it. Fuck yeah, dude. That's what's up. Go to the right. Yeah, it's fun, Way. And then you start getting faster because you know what's coming up. Yeah. And that's when stuff really opens up. Good ride, Way. That was good, dude. Like, it's fun, huh?
It was fun, but it was scary at some point. It really did.
Yeah.
That shit was like...
Yeah, there's parts that are scary.
Some shit is just like I couldn't do. I was like...
But I bet you would have done overdrive again. You would have been fine with it, Way.
Down the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know what's coming up now. You know, like, that fear is gone because you expect something super crazy. Most of it's rollable.
Repetitive.
Yeah.
Getting that mental.
Like, knowing what's coming up makes it a big difference. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it for today. Hopefully these guys learned a little something today. They've definitely pushed their limits. They exceeded my expectations. Good job, fellas. And we'll see you guys on the next video.